Admiral. Key traits. Supreme command presence. Admiral influences the entire battlefield, issuing commands that synchronize allies' attacks and defenses with flawless timing. His presence alone coordinates chaos into order. Elemental naval mastery. He wields water and storm powers, symbolizing the ocean's wrath, summoning tidal waves, whirlpools, and lightning storms that reshape terrain and crush enemies. Multi-layered strategy. Not just brute force. Admiral predicts enemy moves several steps ahead, deploying feints, traps, and layered ambushes to wear down opponents mentally and physically. Endurance and fortitude. Years at sea hardened him. His stamina allows him to keep commanding and fighting through fatigue, injury, or despair. Morale booster. Allies fighting under his banner feel unstoppable, gaining heightened resilience, speed, and precision. Fighting style. Admiral rarely fights alone. His strength lies in battlefield control. Manipulating environment, weather, and troop morale to create overwhelming advantages. When forced into one-on-one, he uses tactical strikes, exploiting openings with calculated bursts. Zettainaru Rosclay. Key traits. Absolute inescapability. Rosclay's power ensures that any opponent's escape, evasion, or counterattack is ultimately futile. All actions fall within his predetermined reach. Unbreakable will. His mind cannot be swayed or shaken. Psychological attacks, illusions, and despair fail utterly against him. Unstoppable offensive. Every strike Rosclay lands is inevitable and fatal. His attacks bypass normal defenses by negating probability of avoidance. Fate manipulation. He controls a form of fate thread binding. Enemies' actions become progressively constrained, like tightening nooses, until final defeat. Perfect endurance. His body regenerates rapidly and resists all damage forms except the rarest of metaphysical annihilation. Fighting style. Rosclay fights with singular focus, closing distance relentlessly, locking opponents into traps of inevitability. He does not waste movement or energy. Every attack is the final blow in waiting. Fight trait analysis. Battlefield command versus unyielding pursuit. Admiral controls environment and allies to avoid Rosclay's inevitability. He can flood terrain with hazards and distractions, creating layers of difficulty for Rosclay to overcome. However, Rosclay's power shrugs off typical escape plans. Strategy versus fate lockdown. Admiral's layered plans rely on adaptability and deception. Rosclay's fate thread binding narrows options each moment. Over time, even the best strategy crumbles as Rosclay enforces predetermined defeat. Morale versus will. Admiral's morale boosts his team and himself, but Rosclay's unbreakable will nullify psychological warfare. Rosclay simply does not lose hope, no matter the pressure. Physical versus metaphysical. Admiral's elemental attacks are powerful and versatile, but Rosclay's endurance and fate manipulation transcend physical assault. Ordinary damage slows but does not stop him. One-on-one versus command. If the fight turns one-on-one, Admiral must rely on tactics and environmental manipulation alone. Rosclay thrives in this scenario, using absolute reach to close gaps and deliver decisive blows. Overall chance of winning. Admiral, 42%. He can win by using superior battlefield control and layered ambushes to delay Rosclay, possibly forcing an error or rare vulnerability. His best chance is sustained indirect engagement and exploiting external factors. Zettainaru Rosclay, 58%. His inevitability power slowly crushes resistance. In direct combat, Rosclay's ability to negate evasion and control fate gives him a steady edge. Eventually, no plan or environment can block his final strike.